What's going on, guys? This is your boy Lago One Half Endure. So I want to talk about this right now. I got two videos, maybe three, but just give some context. So the podcast, the Endcast just did um March 9th, no March 8th, 2020, talking about what's going on with the direct. I talked about other stuff, of course, but with direct. So I want to play you something that people, because I saw again, I'm not a person to like to call out people really for if they're trying to be sincere. If they're trying to be a jerk, that's a different story. But sincere, no. So I think it's Cherry Goblin. I'm just, cause he has a comment. He left a comment. You know what? I'll find it. Okay, so here's one of the comments. Is other stuff that pop in, but here's one of the comments I was talking about. I'm not calling you out, sir. I'm happy that you watch your videos. I'm just calling it what it is. As he says, there is a drought for Nintendo published games, and that's what we're talking about. I agree. I agree. What's with the lack of a general direct? Okay. He's a part of every. He's been saying. Let me see anything else that would pop up. In that one right there, I was saying, "Hey, there is a there. Hey, I hate to say it, but there's a Nintendo drought. Might be because of the virus. Either way, the drought. I'm spending more time playing my PlayStation than Switch, and it is a shame." Okay, now I'm gonna be nice about this, and I'm gonna say I'm being nice, sir. Not which you don't. I don't want no ill wills to certain people. So that's that video. Here's my response to you and most people who don't understand what I'm saying. There's a video on my channel. You gotta go back. It's called a response to all gamers and PC. All consoles and gaming consoles and PC has a weakness. Here's what I said. Here's one of the many facts I called out. There is always going to be a drought. They had a drought again from Atari up to now. Let me put it this way. Next generation, if there's a generation 9, there's gonna be a drought for the Xbox, Nintendo, and the PlayStation. There's always gonna be a drought, because it all relies on that one fact that always gonna bring one weakness that brings everything back down. There's always gonna be a drought. Every console had a drought. No console is above that. And last but not least, the fact that makes all these facts that I'm pointing out, basically the origin, or should I say the alpha of these things, is one, preference. That's the weakness of each and everything out there. Preference, okay? That's why I never argue people's preference. You like what you like, you buy what you buy. Okay. So you see, I've stated it. I answered this back in 2015. I answered this, as you can see down there. Preference is what it is. And what by you playing, like I said in my podcast, by you, sir, playing your PlayStation 4, that's cool. That's what you're supposed to do. You have other stuff to play with. That's the whole point. If there's a game that's not out there that you want to play, or you ain't whatever, cool, great. Well, go ahead and you have a PlayStation. I have a PC. I go play games on my PC if I want that I built already. But that's the point I've been making. Okay. So I want to jump to something, and I'll jump back because to prove my point, because people are being hysterical about this. Okay, so here we are. This is my physical collection of Switch games. Okay, this is my physical collection of Switch games. I have not beaten all these games. Okay? I have not finished beating ARMS. I have not finished beating Dragon Ball FighterZ. I have not finished beating Kirby. I'm close to it. I haven't finished Kirby. I have not finished beating. I have not opened even. As an example, I have not even opened Sushi Strikers. Still in the saran wrap.
Saran wrap. I have not beaten this game. I have not beaten that game over this game over here. That. Not beating this game. Right? I have not beaten Golden Country of Turner. I have not beaten, of course. I have not beaten Fire Emblem Three Houses. Still have these games to play. I have not beaten Splatoon 2. Still have these games to play. Alright? Not only that, because I'm going to show it. Look at all these other games. Okay, this is not all my physical because there's more physical I have. Of course, I have. Look at all these other games that I have not beaten. I've not beaten Valkyrie Chronicles 4. I've beaten this one on the PlayStation. On the PlayStation 2 back in the day. I have that. I have Fighting Range. Phantom Break. Elysian Dust. Chasing Horizon. Riptide Renegade. I've beaten the main thing, but I have not played over. Wizard Legend. Icy. Smashing Battle. Mononoke Slash. Battle Master Zero. You see that game? I can't pronounce it. I've beaten that game. Blade Breakers. That's another game I gotta buy. My friend Pedro. I've not beaten that game, but I'm very close to the end. Astro Breed. Daemon X. That's another game that's there. So I don't have most of my physical. I got more than that because I have a physical of this as well too. I don't have Daemon X. I'm beating Daemon X Machina. I have not played it. Never did read it. I'm not beating Katana Zero. Like there's so many games here. Just got that game, of course. So I have games to play on my Switch. Okay? And if I didn't have my games to play on a Switch, as I pointed out, then as you can see, I have the games I still have not beaten on my Wii U. I've still not beaten all the games on my Wii U. Still got those games to play. As you guys saw before. I still have a few games in my Wii that I have to defeat. There's few games on my Wii U I still have to defeat. There's few games in my 3DS I still have to defeat. There are few games in my Vita games I still have to defeat to play. I got all this GameCube. I got games still to play. So if I was droughting as it was, then I have other consoles to play, which I've done. But again, I can't really argue the point because it's my preference. So if your preference is that, then what can I can't argue that. It's a drought. Yes, there's a drought. But the thing about, oh man, where's the direct? This direct now comes to this part right here where I gotta show you. Alright, here we go. Nintendo Directs. Alright. This one takes up all the mini stuff. The people won't call us Direct. But this is Nintendo itself, so you can see I'm using, that. Okay? We just had a Direct. Animal Crossing Direct. Nintendo calls it Animal Crossing Direct. We had a Smash Ultra Mini Direct. We had a Pokemon Nintendo Direct. All within the first 2 months of first 2 months of 2020. Okay? Last big one we had was September. Okay? Then E3. Like I said, this one calls out the small one, like Smash again. September. We had one for mobile, not my thing. the the Nindie Showcase. We have that. In 2018. But when a Nintendo Mini Direct, in February, right? Then the Pokemon Sword and Shield Direct in 2019. Then March. That's what we had. Then May. Okay? 2018, we had a Mini Direct. Then we had a Direct in March. So from January all the way to March, we didn't have nothing for this. Then we had a little Nindie Showcase, then E3. Okay? That's what we had. So, the end of 2017, we had a Direct. We had a Mini Direct in January of 2018. Then we had a Direct in March. Then we have a Direct in for E3. And the last one was September 19th, of course. Then you had a Smash Direct. We had 2009, like I said, you had a Direct in February, then a Pokemon. Then we didn't have nothing, not even until E3 again. So now we have this. It's not, technically speaking, it's really not out of the ordinary. It really ain't. So I don't get what it is. By me surmising this, we're gonna get a general Nintendo Direct sometime, maybe by the end of March, within March, or something close to, in April. If we don't get it, then we're gonna get something in June, of course, for E3. And even so, this, like I said, there's so many games that I've not beaten, and I know there's no way. And that's because of the preference. Astral Chains, all these other games that like I said, that are Nintendo stuff. Majority of those games you saw on the floor was Nintendo games, published games, sir, and other people. So maybe that's not your cup of tea. So remember, Terminator Juice and them, they were all 1, 2, 3 Switch. Well, 1, 2 Switch sold well. Played it, enjoyed it. Again, like I said, it's preference. I'm seriously, just enjoy your games, guys. Jeez, there's so many games out there, and again, there are you have Fire Emblems thing. My sister, she bought the Fire Emblem upgrade. Expansion pack, I should say. And she's not finished with just the expansion pack itself. She is not finished with. Same thing with the Pokemon. I have not bought them. I got still games to play. So can we calm down? Really? Now there's another video I'm gonna put up. This is gonna be almost the same vein, but it got a little annoying, and it was at the moment, so I'll edit it, of course, just to prove my point. But I just had to make this video because it's not out of the ordinary. Go to Nintendo Direct archive, and you'll see. Just calm down. Just chill. You already know there's Bayonetta. You know there's No More Heroes. You know there's Bayonetta. No More Heroes. Metroid. Breath of the Wild 2. Bayonetta 3. Like, they have games. You just calm yourself down. They'll come and do something when they need to do. You can't be that super thirsty, man. And I'm not talking to you, Cherry. I'm talking like for anybody. Just ridiculous. I'm seeing people counting the days like from since the Direct. Well, like I said, days of what? 2018 to February. Okay. Let's go next one. The last main one was September, and they didn't get one until March. You get a mini, but you get it until March. And then you didn't have a mini before. Let's show you right there. There was no mini before. I mean, of course, the one where you had the most directs, funny enough, was the Wii U. Y'all didn't, you see, 2013. Look, all that directs they had. They had all that RX for people. 2014, the same thing. 2015, I got the 2014 15 was almost the same. But it was a Wii U. You guys didn't care. So, hell. Why would I argue to me anything is? Oh, and double shout out to Reggie Fils-Aimé. They said he's gonna help be one of the boards on GameSpot. You know, I like you, Reggie. Wish you the best. You ain't saving GameSpot the way gaming is gonna go, and that's what I want to talk about in the other video as well with this stuff. But other than that, I'll catch y'all later. Peace out. You know the game. There's no perfect games out there. What's perfect is not perfect to me. What's perfect to me not perfect to you. Simply enjoy your games on all consoles, even PC. Have a good night.